Hi, I'm Nancy's husband, Mark. I'm usually her cameraman or her cleanup crew. But today I'm going to show you how to make roasted chickpeas. I should let you know first of all that I am not a good cook. I am a gourmet microwavist. My wife is an amazing cook, so all I do usually is heat up things that she has already made. However, there are two dishes that I make better than my wife does. Uh, I make great fried chicken and I make roasted chickpeas. I'm not showing you the fried chicken because for it to turn out right, I have to have a grease fire. And that has been determined by my wife, my family, and my friends to be inadvisable and unsafe. So I won't be doing a video on how to do that. So today we've got roasted chickpeas. I also want to let you know that this is double the recipe. I don't think it's worth just having one can of chickpeas, so this will last longer. It's also a great snack. This is what I munch on when there's really nothing sweet around the house, so that isn't very often. So here we go. We're going to start off with our chickpeas. I've got two 15.5 cans of chickpeas. They come in this juice that smells terrible, a lot like dog food, really. So the first thing I like to do is drain the liquid out. Now we got the first can done, we're going to do the second one. Alright, so now that we've got both cans drained, they look just a simple little can of chickpeas here, still kind of slimy looking. We're going to put that aside and we're going to pour the chickpeas into a bowl. So now that our chickpeas are in a bowl, they're still kind of slimy and wet, so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of dry them off a little bit. I'm going to get a cookie sheet and some paper towels, and then we'll be back. Alright, so I'm back. I've got a cookie sheet that's been lined with a paper towel. I'm going to take these slimy chickpeas and pour them onto the paper towel. Really all I'm trying to do is get rid of some of the moisture. That'll let it kind of, well, this is really just kind of frying in the oven is really all that it's doing. So the moisture that you have on there is going to keep it from frying and getting that nice crispiness. So you just want to soak some of it up. It's not a huge deal. I mean, I've done it before where I didn't even pat these dry with any paper towels or anything. I just put it in there in the oven with the olive oil and seasoning, and it came out all right. But, you know, one of the good things about these is that it has a nice crispiness to it. And so the crispier, the better, usually. So just get rid of some of that moisture that's there. Alright, so the beauty of doing this in the pan is after I'm done, I don't have to transfer it to anything else. All I gotta do is just let it fall right into the cookie sheet. When we first started this out, the recommendation was to mix everything in a bowl, but we found that if you just put it in the cookie sheet and shake it around, everything will pretty much get coated. Alright, so got my chickpeas spread around in the cookie sheet, and it is important that they're spread around. You don't want them all bunched up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4 teaspoons of olive oil and drizzle that over the chickpeas. I want to make sure they get nice and coated in there. Then I'm going to take, well, the recipe calls for 1 pinch of salt. Since it's double the recipe, it should be 2 pinches, but we try and stay low sodium around here. So I'm just going to do 1 pinch of salt over all of the chickpeas. Now the next part is whatever seasoning you want. Today I'm going to do cayenne pepper, but I have done it with ground cinnamon with a little bit of sugar in it. I do like mine a bit spicy, so again, it's supposed to be 1 pinch per can, so I should be putting 2 pinches. I like mine to have a bit more of a kick, so I'm going to do 3 pinches. There's 2 and 3. If you're like my kids, it would never be cayenne pepper. Every now and then I'm done with black pepper as well. But, you know, again, it's whatever you want to put on there. So now all we have to do, instead of going to the dirtying up another bowl and moving everything around, is shake. Just shake this around. It'll get in all the oil. And we're pretty much done. So I have preheated the oven to 450 degrees. We're going to pop these in there. I expect it to take about 40 minutes, but this is an oven that we recently got, and I haven't done this since we got the oven. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it in for 30 and then check it and go from there. Okay, so 30 minutes have passed. As you can see, it's still pretty hot and it's bubbling here, but it's not quite ready. They're getting hard, but they aren't fully crunchy yet. They're a bit mushy, especially in the middle portions here. So I'm going to put this back in the oven for 10 minutes, and it should hopefully be ready by then. Okay, so our chickpeas are out of the oven. You can see the ones out of part got really crispy, a little overcooked and burnt. Probably shouldn't have cooked it for the full 40 minutes for those, but you see the ones in the middle, though, that didn't need it, they're now much more crispy. We're going to let them cool off a little bit, because not everybody has an asbestos tongue like I do. And then we should be able to enjoy them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you now have a nice snack that you can have a little kick to it, or sweetness, depending on how you want to do it. And it's also healthy, which is not something I usually get because we have a lot of sugar around here.